see, I made this in a pottery class I took. So I made the texture on the clay bowl. This was just raw clay. I completely shaped it, as you can tell because it looks hand-shaped. And this is the first time I've ever tried doing 2 different glazes. So I did an interior glaze and an exterior glaze. And I really like how it turned out for just like a little beginner me. I think that turned out really fun. Good morning, biscuits. I forgot to bring you out in the yard right now because I just went berry picking in my own yard. So these are some of the strawberries. I'm afraid I ate most of them. And I ate all the raspberries while I was out there picking. But it is harvest season now. And my level of excitement to start having stuff get on. I'm going to show you the whole garden today because I am just getting so happy. I have to show you what Abraham's up to. It is so sweet. He's tending to his pets, which is very, very sweet to see, I must say. I have my work spot for the day set up. I got this little like campery thing when I had to take the kids on a school camping trip, a co-op camping trip, and it's got like a little adjustable headrest, and I have a bunch of editing work I've got to do, so I have a big cup of delicious creamy milk, more berries to eat. Oh, I'll get you your own, my love. Okay. More berries to eat, more berries to pick later. Cherries are starting to head towards ripeness, but they aren't there. How is your glorious and fantastical day starting out? I woke up this morning before everybody, which is so rare, and just felt so inspired. This is the first time I've woken up in ages, and I had multiple ideas for things I wanted to film, like really fun projects that I want to film. Ideas that when I thought of them, I was like, how did this inspiration never hit me before? It seems so obvious when I think of it. And that crow just stole some berries off my bush. And I love that. I love waking up with creativity. It shows me that I'm really like aligning with my path because I'm soothing myself, right? Like my nervous system is not hypervigilant. It's not constantly overstimulated. And that lets me wake up naturally with just inspired ideas instead of having to sit and really think, like write out what do I think is a good idea. I love that. That is my favorite way to create art and content. It makes me so happy. Being cuddled. Hi guys. I just thought you might need to see Lord and Keratin.
Yep, the best of the bunnies. There are also peas everywhere.
He is supposed to be potty trained. And we got him from this bunny rescue, right? And she's like, oh, they're totally potty trained. This bunny tinkles everywhere. He tinkles like a bunny that hasn't been neutered, but he has been fixed. And so I'm very confused.
Oh, you've always been neutered? Just saying, he's trying to come to the bunny all the time.
But I love Lord Keratin. I have to have my daily cuddles. Everybody argues over who gets to cuddle the bunnies because we all went in on these bunny cuddles.
Yep. And yesterday, Keratin cuddled me.
Yeah, Kara's warming up to Abraham.
Yeah. He might have gotten his little friend tucked on him.
So they have a neighborhood friend that likes to come over and play. And we don't normally let this friend in the house because they're a little feral.
Shall we?
Yes. And
shall we come see?
And we let her in because she used to use the restroom. I was like, okay, go to the restroom. And as she's running out the door, she's like steps on his ears and side of his cheeks and face, and less than an inch from crushing his skull, and then just goes off and plays. And I was like, you really cannot do that. You can't run through where they are. And oh my God. So we're giving him extra attention because he got a little scared.
I don't want to push it. Shit.
Biscuits, you need your daily bunny. If you don't have a pet bunny, you get yourself, I think it's called a lion head bunny. He's a mix, but he looks like a lion head.
He's not a lion.
I think possibly.
He's a bunny.
It's true. He's not a lion. He is a bunny rabbit. It's completely true. But his type of bunny is called a lion head. And pure blessed man. Either that or a Holland lot, but both great bunnies. Okay, I do have to get back to work. Well, could you wash them? She's been painting outside on the lawn. Well, on paper, but sitting on the lawn painting. Getting some fresh air.
And the one got painted too.
No, she wouldn't do that. What do you think of having a bunny?
Red, yellow, and pink.
The bunny's a big head. Okay, biscuits. My nervous system is happy. I am going to go back and finish my work, but I needed a bunny moment. Come with me while I put some stuff in cabinets. Do you mind if I move you around? This tripod, I think, is starting to get funky just from age. And it's not working well. I am back to my summer paper plate things. I do this every so often where we switch up to paper plates. I know, not the best for the environment. Too bad, kiss my butt. And it makes a huge difference in my mental load because you have to remember, like, I bake and cook almost all our food from scratch, right? So there is just a bunch of mess for me to clean up all the time, no matter what. Because I'm cooking, I'm baking, and I'm making sauces from scratch. And like, that's how I want it, right? It's healthy, it's good for my family. But sometimes I just don't have it in me to do like the regular dishes. Or I do, and it just, it stresses me out. So I thought, this is my tip. Have seasons of life where you just go, you know what? I don't mind doing paper plates. Which is funny because, like, I'm somebody who loves to antique beautiful plates and stuff. So it takes a lot for me to be like, no way. I am just not. Hold on, I'm trying to fix the tripod. I think the locking mechanism on it is funky. It takes a lot for me to just say, you know what? I'm going to do what's good for my mental health. I'm glad. Okay. This is going to have a spot in the kitchen. So I got something new, and I don't know if you biscuits have any interest in it, but I'm going to tell you about it because it's something I've been researching. My kids love microwave popcorn. Like, my son will eat 2 microwave popcorn bags a day sometimes, and I really know that that's not healthy, right? There's a lot of chemicals and plastic particulates that you get that can be super carcinogenic in those. And he won't do air pop popcorn because it's too loud for him, the machines that we've tried, and it's too dry. So I got this. This is a glass jar, and it goes in your microwave. You put the popcorn kernels in here, so you can grow your own popcorn kernels. You can buy organic ones. You can just buy commercial, whatever works for your budget or your tummy taste. And then put a little bit of butter on here while it's popping, so the butter melts in. And then boom, we are gonna have popcorn now, which excites my soul because I want to eat popcorn with them, and I can't when I don't want to be eating that gunk, and I don't want my kids to be eating that gunk. So this is going to inspire us all to be eating more. Where do I put my cookies and muffins that I made? This is just some of the stuff I made. I made snickerdoodles, chocolate chips, and banana guava strawberry muffins. And I made some focaccia with fresh dill and cilantro on top and some tomatoes baked in. And now I also have to do all this, which is get rid of the old dead flowers and pick some new flowers in the yard and put those out because that's something I really love doing. I do it for my own little mental self-care. It makes me happy. I actually have 2 more bananas that I need to cook and get going. Let me grab a trash bag. Can you see him? I don't know if you can. Let me see. So this is Mr. Carrot, one of the very best bunnies in town. And he's been learning to explore our living room like a naughty sausage. He's not supposed to. You giving me sass? He wants to hide under this chair. That's his goal. Okay, I still love you. Thank you for the toe kiss. Okay, biscuits. I was telling Patreon just now, and I realized I should tell you too. So I'm putting this in the wash because when I want a really easy, fun summer meal, I make focaccia and I bake it in my cast iron pans that can go from oven to stove and back and forth to give it a nice crisp crust. And I put, garden herbs, maybe some fresh cherry tomatoes if they're ripe yet, sometimes some edible flowers. Bake it in really simple. You can bake it in the morning if you don't have air conditioning. Most of the houses here in the Pacific Northwest don't, so you don't want to heat up your house on a hot day. Today's actually kind of turned, like, it was all nice this morning and how it's cooling off and getting cloudy. Just saw a bunny run across the floor. They've been exploring the house. And then I cut up the focaccia. I put it on a clean cookie sheet, pre-sliced up so that everybody can grab it, with cheese. I've been roasting chicken sausages lately. You can put, I like to make a balsamic vinegar and olive oil with grated parm dipping sauce. Sometimes with pepperoni or salami. And it's so good. It's just a smorgasbord. I put it down on the table. Sometimes we even put this down on the coffee table, and then everybody eats and we watch a family movie night. It's such like an easy, no-brainer meal. It's delicious. The kids will eat, like, I would say almost 2 loaves of focaccia, and I make big focaccia. And they just love it. It is so tasty. Where did my trash can go? I don't know. I highly recommend, like 10/10 as the internet says. I recommend that for a really yummy, super easy summer thing. In fact, you know what? I will share my focaccia recipe. I'll put it on Patreon. I'll put it on, you know what? Let me try to film a focaccia recipe this week. Let me see if I have time for that. And I'll put it on the very hello entry level Patreon. It's just $10 a month. I mean, so little. And like what? It's less than a sandwich a month for on there. And I'll try to share my recipe on there as a little special fun thing in case you haven't quite like decided if you want to do the full experience memberships. Okay, remind me. I'm going to try to do that. Oh, wait. But first, the difference in flavor and fresh pick. I love it. Oh, I made a new free tier on Patreon. It's the first time I've ever done that. It is the Book Biscuits tier. It's just if you want to come on and chat about the books I write, romance in general, manifesting self-help genres, because I write in both of those. And it's just kind of a fun little spot to say, hey, just a little bit more curated than like my Instagram. I can talk a little bit more. Instagram and Facebook have been penalizing me for posting photos of my romance novel covers, like the actual covers, the ones that are on like Amazon for your Kindle. So I thought I'll just scoot it over there so I can talk more about it and share. I'm gonna share a little bit of my process, just be a little pop-on thing. So if you haven't signed up for Patreon yet and you're thinking, what tier do I want? I do describe the tiers really well. There's a homemaker tier, there's a manifest mamas tier just for the ladies, and then there's the BFF tier, and that is if you are feeling like you want like an intimate, sweet, cuddly, best biscuit friend. That's the tier. And then there's the very best biscuit tier, and that is if you want to fully embrace your wild, in the woodland, crazy feral burlesque self. That is the most fun. That's like an experience. Like, you gotta put aside your month for entertainment time and watch all my back vlogs in there, my new ones. You gotta see the photos that I post. Like, you gotta experience it that month. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna film some more content for Patreon today because I have a good idea for some cleaning stuff I want to do. I actually gave myself off like Sunday, and it's Tuesday. I don't remember what day it is. And then yesterday I was busy like just doing admin work, editing, replying to tons of DMs and emails, planning out projects that I have coming up, that kind of thing. So now today I get to have a creative day, and I'm so glad I woke up feeling creative because sometimes I don't, and I try to align that really well. And my cozies, fit check, Should I do fit checks every time we do a chatty poo? I'm just wearing my tennis shorts, squirts thing. And I normally swim in this tank top, actually. I don't, when I'm at home, like just splash in the hot tub, I frequently don't actually wear a swimsuit. I'll wear like a tank top and something on the bottom. And I love this because it's super lightweight, but it's supposed to be ungodly hot today. Meaning it's going to get above 65, which is unheard of if you biscuits know the Pacific Northwest. So, office time, getting some work done. Playing with this sweet monkey. We're gonna build choo-choo train tracks. Did you know that? Look, she made this plate in one of our pottery painting classes. How cool is that?
Mommy.
Oh, sorry. And
We're about to drop it.
And she's got her raspberries and strawberries that we all picked as a family. And then we're gonna build, here, I'll show you. We're gonna build choo-choo tracks that go all the way over there to the hot tub. Well, not quite to it, but you know, over down the stairs. Abraham, let me show you. I don't know if I can zoom in enough. He's over there. Having truly like just his best summer life. Do you ever know when you see somebody living that best life and it just like, it makes you happy? I'm trying to get a sticker off of something. But I realize, very silly enough, I bought that in December. I never peeled the sticker off. Oh man. I don't know what it is about. I don't know if it's about, you know, starting multiple businesses, if it's that I have multiple kids, if it's getting older. My attention, ADHD, whatever you want to call it, I have not been formally diagnosed. I've never bothered to be, but many people, including professionals, have suggested that has just been raging this year. I have had such a hard time focusing. Like, I don't know how or why, but my brain is just flittering around. I don't know why that is. It's not unpleasant. It's just, my God, getting tasks done. There's still stuff I started in November that I haven't finished. But seriously, it'll take me like an hour or two to finish it. And I just cannot get my brain to focus. This is the only time in my life I've ever considered medicating myself for ADHD. Because I don't know why, but it is like raging. Not in a good way. Okay, biscuits. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know why I put the camera that close. I kind of thought we were talking and then I forgot the camera's in my hand. Never mind. Point being, you see, I swear to God, the ADHD has just raged out of control. I've got to do something about this. Give me your natural home remedies. Do you have any home remedies for like attention ADHD stuff? I don't really want to medicate myself. I like that I flip between things. I just need to finish stuff. And I'm really, really struggling in the concentration department in a way that, I guess I used to self-medicate with little bits of caffeine, and that would kind of help a little bit. Like when I was first writing, when I weighed those last 10 pounds, I had such a hard time concentrating back then too. And I would drink like some green tea or a little bit of black tea, and it would help me concentrate. And ever since I got that viral COVID-y thing, because of my tachycardia, is that the right word? But my heart stuff, I've been scared to drink any caffeine. I've been worried about how that would affect me because I've had this long-term thing from it the last 5 years, 5.5 or something, whatever it is. But maybe I need to start doing that because my brain needs to focus a little bit. And I've pulled back from a lot of projects this year because my focus has been so bad that I just don't trust myself finishing everything. Which has both been really soothing for my nervous system and like, what is my brain doing? I don't know. It's funny, I can remember the most arcane, ridiculous things, and I have literally like a 3 or 4 month calendar in my head for the whole family. And maybe it's just I'm remembering too much, and that is what's making me so distracted. But let's go garden and relax and just like have a great summer. Yes, please. Ooh, Zoom. Wait, can we do the drama Zoom? Ready? Hold on. I have to figure out how to do this. Okay. I need to do it this way. Ready? Drama. No, I did that the wrong speed. I was teaching Abraham about that. Because, I studied film in school, right? That was like my minor. That was film production. And so I love all the little things that I see in like old 80s movies that are those techniques that I learned. Okay. People are running at me. They need me. Let's go.
Biscuits. Have fun. What was the camera doing? I don't know. Only God knows. Okay, I'm getting ready to tuck in. Because Who doesn't want a little bedtime? But first, I'm going to do a little bit, and I go into more detail on my self-care routines on the membership. But I'm doing a little bit of vitamin E. Well, I try to be, I don't have to do the goofy thing of sticking my hands on my shirt, extra caring of my skin when I'm washing so much in the summer because of sunblock and everything. The sun is back out. It's rained. Gotten sunny, rain, gotten sunny, so that's pretty funny. But oh, I hope you have had a good, soothing day with me. Let's have an absolutely, I'm going to post this on Friday, so let's have a fantastic Friday. As always, I do my weekly quiz night, and I'm still getting all the finalized trivia questions on there. But that tends to start around 8:39, depending on how pizza making is going to go. Oh, that feels so much better. I'm going to do my arms too. Because this time of year, you know, you're washing your arms for sunblock, all that good stuff. Just get kind of that protective skin barrier back on when I'm scrubbing it off so much. Oh yeah, I have a whole DIY body scrub video that I filmed for the Very Best Biscuit. If you want to see like the whole routine, it's on there on my page. Okay. I feel like all I do is spend time working, taking care of the house, and then putting on lotion or sunscreen this time of year. I will see you in the next video. Love y'all, biscuits. Thanks for coming along and being part of the channel on here and just kind of looking up at the sky and going, oh, we're going to give ourselves some time to breathe this summer, just to be.